Hey guys, welcome back to Critic and Fan, and today I'll be reviewing the movie Ghostbusters today. Well, not the original one, but the remake one, 2016 version, and my friend Robert will also be joining me for this review. He is going to be reviewing his thoughts in the later half of this video, so we're splitting this video into two segments, so he'll be giving his thoughts after mine, and whether he thinks it's good or bad, I don't know, I haven't seen his review yet. But anyway, so Ghostbusters 2016, when this movie was first announced, I was like, okay, cool, another reboot, remake, whatever. I guess, I loved the first one. I haven't seen the second one. And so, I mean, I was, wasn't thoroughly excited, but I was like, yeah, cool, why not? Another Ghostbusters movie. And then they announced it was going to be a female cast, and I was like, cool, I had nothing against that, why not? They showed who the cast was, Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig and the two girls from SNL, I forgot their names. Anyway, so I saw the cast, I was like, okay, there's comedic talent in there. Paul Feig, great director. So everything was looking okay for this movie, and then the trailer finally comes out, and I was not a fan. I was not on board at all for this movie. The trailer sucked. The trailer after that sucked. Every preview, every 30-second preview, even their little promotional stint on, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, when they even brought the original cast members from the Ghostbusters to interview with the new cast, like nothing that they did promotional wise made me excited for this movie. And so going to this movie on opening night, I was keeping an open mind, hoping this movie wouldn't suck, and I got what I wanted because this movie doesn't suck. Is it good? No. And I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of this movie, and the chemistry of all four of the Ghostbusters was great. The new equipment that they used to fight against the ghosts and capture ghosts, I thought was pretty cool and clever. And the villain was very straightforward. He was just picked on one too many times and made fun of too many times, and now he wants to basically, release all of these evil spirits and ghosts, to basically pester and mess with people who are alive in the world. And so that's his way of taking over the world in a sense. So obviously the Ghostbusters have to stop him, and of course the Ghostbusters have a secretary. Almost forgot the word there. Anyway, secretary who would be Chris Hemsworth's character, and he was okay for the first minute and a half. I was like, haha, he's funny because he's dumb, right? And then the movie just keeps beating you over the head with how stupid he is, and after a while it just gets really old, and I was like, dude, can we just please, I don't want to see more Chris Hemsworth being stupid. It was funny at the beginning, it's just dragging on and being dumb now. And I mean, I only laughed out loud maybe twice, and I chuckled maybe like 3 or 4 times. And the rest of it, I was just kind of like, meh. The story is whatever. The characters, even though they have good chemistry together, I thought they were just kind of meh. And this whole movie is meh, for lack of a better phrase and wording. I mean, it's just, this movie didn't need to be made. I mean, there's minor things that they expounded upon from the original movies. Obviously, the CGI and stuff like that. But the CGI even the CGI is very hit and miss. I mean, the colors are, it's bright and colorful, but sometimes it looks really good, sometimes it looks like crap. And there are a bunch of elements that kind of are reminiscent of the old Ghostbusters, in terms of story wise. So if you guys remember Star Wars: The Force Awakens, there were some elements of that movie that seemed just like A New Hope, where that's kind of like the exact same thing, where there are certain things in Ghostbusters, the new version, that kind of were almost the exact same as the first Ghostbusters. And so I kind of didn't like that. I was like, no, be original, please. And it doesn't capitalize on trying to be original because they have some cameos in there from the original cast. And I wasn't a big fan of that. Some of the cameos were great, but there was one cameo that I was thoroughly disappointed in. It was against everything this character was, and the way they presented him in this cameo, I was like, no, why would you do that? And I was not very happy with that. And there's other people that I know that weren't very happy with that decision either. And so overall, I mean, once again, this movie's not terrible, but it's just not great either. It's just very below okay. And would I recommend seeing it? I mean, if you just want to, just have a date night, or just to get some friends together, just shove some popcorn in your face, then this movie will be for you. If you're a diehard Ghostbusters fan, I don't think you'll enjoy this movie. And even if you're not a Ghostbusters fan, I think you'll find some things to enjoy. Like, the action in it is pretty great. And there are some jokes that might make you be entertained, but overall, I can't recommend it enough to be like, yo, this is a good movie, check it out. So anyways, that's my quick thoughts on this movie. I will turn it over to Rob, and we'll see what he has to say about this movie.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Got a cold opening now. What? No, that's silly, right? Alright, guys, this is a Critic and Fan, and today we are doing the movie Ghostbusters 2016. It's a reboot of the movie that came out from like 100 years ago or something like that. I honestly do not remember. I might have been alive. Who knows? Probably not, because it was like 100 years ago. Anyways, so I don't have like no nostalgia stuff with it. Only thing I really remember is the cartoon and the actors in it. Okay, quick plot of this movie. There are 4 girls out hunting ghosts, and there's a bad guy trying to make ghosts stronger to make an apocalypse happen. And they have to fight and stop him. And that's a quick plot scenario, synopsis of this movie. Okay, what I like about this movie? I liked the girls. They were really funny. I know going into this, everyone's like, it's gonna be a horrible movie. You see the first trailer, it was terrible. And I'm like, yeah, it's a terrible trailer. Oh well. And there's people like, no, it's a great trailer. You're liars. The first trailer was terrible, and if you're saying it wasn't, you're a liar, and you shouldn't lie. But the movie itself isn't that bad. Like I said, the girls in it were really good. They're really fun. They had a great chemistry together. And, you know, there are sometimes I felt maybe the jokes went on a little too long when the girls were doing. Like, maybe they didn't yell cut, and they just kept going because they didn't know what else to do. That's fine. Another thing I liked and didn't like was Chris Hemsworth. He comes in, he's really funny at first, and then he gets annoying. Like, extremely annoying. I'm like, dude, chill, shut up. Come on. Like, someone take him out, please. Mercy kill him. Make him a ghost, he'll be happier. I think the ghosts, they look really good. All the bright colors and everything, the neon colors, that was really fun. I think it matched the tone of this movie. The ghost matched the tone of the movie perfectly. And the story was okay. I mean, nothing new or original. The villain, I don't remember much about him or why he was doing what he did. He got picked on, I guess. I don't know. Of course, getting picked on is a serious thing, but I honestly don't know why he was so upset, because reasons, I guess. And the ending was slightly anticlimactic for me. What I really did like about this was a lot of cameos from like the original cast. I thought that was cool, because I was like, oh hey, I know him. Ooh, her. And her. That's so cool. And that's really all I remember from the original movies is the cast anyway, so I think that's really great. This movie, like, it was a fun movie. It's not the best movie this year, and it's not up there, but it's here. And so I'll give this movie a rating of a theater experience, because everyone in the theater seemed to enjoy this movie. There was a lot of laughs. I laughed. You know, it's a good time, and you want to have a good time. And it's nice to point out little things like that, because afterwards you can point and be like, hey, remember that scene when that guy showed up from the old movie? There's that guy from the old movie, the girl from the old movie. Things like that are fun to do. Alright, please tell me, have you seen this movie? Did you like it? Leave a comment, subscribe to our page, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Mike will have links to everything below, down here, and have a good day.